Hey everybody. All right. In this video, I wanted to talk to you about appreciating our small audiences. So if you've attended any of my events, you know I talk about this a lot, what it's like to grow a successful practice when you're dealing with a small audience. I actually love working with the small audiences because I really get to know the people who are on my email list and who come to my events. We have an email list of probably about somewhere between 3 and 5,000. I forget where we are right now. We're constantly cleaning that list and starting it over. But you may have a list as little as 100 or 200, and you can still do really, really well with those small audiences. So it's something that I want to talk to you all about, and I really feel like after hearing this story, you will never look at your small event or your small audience the same again. This is a true story that happened actually not too long ago. So, first, I kind of just want to talk about what some of those feelings are. Sometimes, when we're growing a business in this industry, in this holistic industry, health and wellness, it's a saturated market. It is. But if you've come to my boot camps and my classes, you know that we talk about the fact that even though there's a lot of us, there are still ways to stand out and really have your voice be heard. But sometimes when we're in the process of growing or our business is not stable, like we really do well for a couple months and then nothing and just kind of back and forth, we can kind of feel like I need more people. I need a big audience. When in fact, you really can do very well with your small audience. Yes, we're always looking for more visibility and to put our name out there more, but don't underestimate the impact you can create with just a few people watching you. A few, I mean, sometimes we want to measure everything with how many likes we got, how many views of my video, how many comments did I get. And it really is not a good indicator of income. I promise you it's not. If it were, we would not be doing very well, but we do very well in our business. It's exactly where we want it to be. And the reason for that, I feel like it's because of our messaging and how we're able to connect to people who will become our clients, and giving them that personal attention and speaking to their needs. Okay, so I wanted to kind of do that little soapbox. But now let me get into the story. So this is something that actually happened to me not too long ago. And I had signed up for, we all sign up for these master classes and webinars and things like that. And if you know that that's what I teach. I teach event speaking, um, as I feel like the best tool to really grow your business in this holistic health and wellness space. And so I had signed up for one because this person was teaching a subject that I had kind of become interested in. And she did a really good job because the title of her event and the topic just immediately caught my interest, where I am in my business and what I wanted to kind of do next step in my business. So I was very curious about it. But you sign up for these things and you don't know if you're really going to attend or not. You just sign up because you're kind of interested in the moment of what they're talking about. So that's what I did. And then as the days were going, you get the reminder emails, and this person, she also did text messaging and she did DMs, which is a great thing to do because a person may not be looking at their emails, so you may not get those email reminders. And even up to the day, I still hadn't decided that I was going to go. Another thing she did so well is that I got a text right as she was starting. And that was a great thing because although I wasn't in front of my computer at the time, I did have my phone. And I was actually working on a big cleaning project, and I thought, gosh, I look a mess. I'm not going to be able to be on camera. And I like to be on camera when I go to events more often than not. But I was like, I am interested in this subject. And prior to actually going to the event, I had become increasingly interested in this subject. So by the time we got on, she's talking the first few minutes. Within the first few minutes, I had already decided I want to do this. So I decided I was kind of almost there. You know how you're kind of thinking, I want a service. I want to do this thing. I need to work with somebody in this particular area. And first, it's a matter of you deciding that you want to do it, that you need to do it, that you want to do it, that you're going to do it. And then it's now who with. So it's kind of where I was. I was like, I really think I want to do this. And after listening to her talk just a little bit, I said, yeah, I do want to do this. I want to do this. And I was very interested in, I had become interested in doing this. Here's what happened though. Um, Almost from the very beginning. Now, this person's product, it's not a product, service is worth $2,500, right? And within the first few minutes, I had decided, yeah, I'm going to do this. Now it's just a matter of who am I going to work with? By the time the day ended and we were with her probably about 2.5 hours, I knew it wasn't going to be her. And the reason was not because she didn't know her service. She didn't, it wasn't that she didn't know that, in fact, the information she was giving was good, but it was her energy. You could tell from the very beginning how disappointed she was because there were only two of us in the room. It was her and two, and then me and another person. So three, including the instructor. And I could almost feel tears welling up because we all know what it feels like. We worked so hard to put these events together, right? There's so many steps that you need to go through to do it correctly. And there are certain things that you have to put in place, and it takes a good bit of time. And so when you go through all that time and only two people show up, if your mindset is not in a certain space, you can really get dejected. This is something I talk to my clients. I've really started talking to my clients about even more because now that we're really moving into this space of teaching people how to be excellent speakers so that you're speaking. So when I was, I say this all the time, we study our clients and we figure out who's doing well, who's not, the ones that are doing well, why, the ones that aren't, why. And something that keeps coming over and over and over, not only with our clients, but colleagues too, we noticed that the speaking technique, the speaking manner, the energy is way off in a lot of people in this holistic health and wellness space. And this person was suffering from that. I mean, the energy was so bad. I felt like leaving because it was just this feeling like I'm all dressed up, I've got all my stuff ready, and there's just two of you here. Well, what she didn't know is at least one of the two represented $2,500 because I was ready. I had made the decision that I was ready to purchase. And I have since purchased, but with someone else. So I just wanted to tell that story to help to emphasize, please appreciate your audience. I don't care if you have the same person showing up every time to your lives, to your event. I don't want you rolling your eyes and being like, oh, there's nobody but this person, that person. They always come and they never purchase. People can feel that energy and it's just not a good look. Now, I don't know if the other person in the room purchased or not, but I knew before that first day ended that it probably was not going to be this particular instructor that I was going to go with. Well, the second day comes around and this time to start with, it was only me. And then later somebody else joined. Same energy, same low energy. The instructor went through she went through her slides and she talked through everything, but just dejected. The entire energy was just dejected. And so how you can really avoid that is from the inside, how you actually feel is being grateful for whoever shows up and really giving your all as if it was a room full. You don't know. You don't know what people's decisions are going to be. And you also don't know if the very people that you're talking to may refer you to someone. They may circle back around and work with you at a later time and they may sign up. Think about it. $2,500. If both of us had signed up, yeah, only two of us there, but then she would have made $5,000. Wouldn't that be worth it? Wouldn't that have been worth it? So really think about how you feel about your audience. When we did our boot camp recently, we had a whole section that talked about our mood and our relationships. And one section was about our relationship with our audience. And so some of us need to get really honest with ourselves about how we feel about our audience. We get really sad and dejected when people aren't liking our posts. They're not watching the videos. They didn't sign up. They're not downloading our things. Well, some of that could be our speaking and our energy and what we're putting out. And some of it could be that it's just not the right timing for the people who have come across it so far. But please just remember that. Just remember that story the next time you have an event and only a few people show up. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to be talking to you about some more um, fears and feelings that we have as being holistic health and wellness practitioners, and how we can kind of conquer those, and how we can think differently about some things so that we don't stunt our growth as practitioners. So hopefully that story um, shed some light for you and will give you a little bit more energy the next time you go live, or um, you do any kind of a video something, or you have an event and people don't come or they don't sign up for your program right away. Really, really, really be careful and watch your energy. Be appreciative of your small audience. They can absolutely create for you a very stable, very comfortable, very rewarding income and work if you let them. That's it for this one, and I'll see you on the next video.